Hello, everybody! Just realized that y'all have been able to see the display. That's kind of funny. I'm your host, Michael Manning. This is the Penn State Behrend Esports channel. We are here tonight with Behrend Team 4 up against Stockton University, a team that Behrend Team 3 managed to defeat just a few weeks ago. It's not just me, though. We have a returning guest and a new one. First off, we have...
Will, it's me again.
It's Will.
Hello.
And then a new face back here.
Hello, everybody. My name is Reese, and I am excited to be working with my two good friends, Michael and Will, today.
Hell yeah. We just had a very good discussion. So here we are hopping into the game proper. Behrend on blue side, Stockton on red. Behrend's, could you see this? Okay? Here, maybe if I I mean, can you see that TV okay? Yeah, if you're free to scooch up. And if it gets a little hot, plug in the fan.
All right.
Yeah, it is a little hot already.
The dust fan? You mean the funny mic fan?
Hey, it makes it better. Okay, so Behrend bands, we see Soraka and Syndra, and the first two bands by Stockton, Caitlyn and Belveth. Belveth, I'm not surprised. There's a Belveth main on both teams. Both Behrend and Stockton's jungler
So,
both
yeah,
play a lot of Belveth.
Okay.
it's a very high-value band pick.
Yeah. And I got a little bit of info. Stockton has a Vayne top player, so not surprising that Vayne get knocked out early.
Yeah, spacing is very important in all matchups related to Vayne, so a one-trick that can abuse that is definitely a threat that you want to take out before it gets too late.
Yeah, and if you don't have to fight it, that's the best way to fight it.
Exactly.
So I'm trying to last band, Shyvana.
Oh.
Interesting.
Okay.
With the new Shyvana AP buff, which both of Behrend's... Behrend's jungler... Actually, I don't know if Luke plays as AP Shyvana. That's just like an overall thing. They got buffed.
To be perfectly fair, it is not necessarily a very difficult pick to try. Yeah, because I mean...
Does a lot of damage. It's just good.
It's just like a really big one-button chunk.
And the very first lock-in for Behrend, Jinx.
Okay.
Very consistent, like, ADC poster girl, basically.
Yeah, that's like a very reliable pick for all matchups.
Yeah, absolutely.
How does Misfortune deal in higher elos or competitive?
Very good if you could play it right.
Yeah, like
it's like annoying.
Yeah, in higher elos, generally speaking, the spacing is what's most important. So champions that have abilities to like self-peel. Oh wow.
That's a Tomathan.
Okay.
Which funnily enough, Reese has been playing a lot of Tom.
Dude, Tom Kench has become one of my favorite laners ever. He is so hilariously
busted.
Like, I may or may not be a Tom Kench abuser. Yes.
I'm not even like I'm not gonna flame you.
How do you abuse Tom Kench?
Insane.
That's exactly that. No, that right there is exactly what you abuse. Is people's underestimation of his damage.
He does nuts damage. He has great crowd control. He has insane self-sustain.
Yeah, and his chase, his keep-up game is actually really impressive too because his Q slows, his Q stuns, his W knock up.
Yeah, no, that's hard to believe because like so much of Tom is like, oh, he's the fat waddling catfish.
Yeah, exactly. But he's gonna run you down.
He's a beautiful boy,
Despite
but he cannot run.
He's like one of the most toxic top laners. It's very annoying.
I am
but
glad I
works.
haven't had to
It
deal
does
with that.
work. Hey, well, you know, you say toxic.
Ooh!
Oh.
Based. Okay,
Right,
Behrend's
we
first
have
three
a
lock-ins.
Swain enjoyer.
Jinx, Taric, and Swain. I adore Swain. I love
I have a
Swain.
guess
Oh,
of
and
who's
you know,
playing Tarek.
Swan,
But,
yeah.
And you know,
It's
it
Jared.
was actually
It's
funny
Jared?
what you were just
I thought
talking
it was
about. They
always
actually did
Alvaro.
end up picking that.
Alvaro's
Misfortune
team
as well.
3. This is team 4.
Oh.
So this is the team with Jared and Luke.
And Evan. Evan's the
And Evan.
I love that guy. Evan's so cool.
Hell yeah. He's been talking about playing Swanye.
Oh,
And I've
really?
been heavily... Into Victor. That's not terrible for Swain, actually.
Both are pretty. Both are AP. Although Swain's a bit tankier. I mean, that
Swain has deceptively good self-sustain.
as well as
Yeah.
some very good healing. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
he
Well,
could probably. Yeah, no, that
It's
is
just
what
another,
sustain is.
like,
Sorry,
thing-
you're right.
Where it's like
Pretty good.
spacing is a very important part of this matchup, especially because Victor has very, very potent poke. But once Swain gets in, it's hard to get him off of you sometimes, especially in Victor's case.
Gravity
because-
field definitely helps,
Yeah,
but if
gravity field can help, but a lot of Swain's abilities are AoE, and he doesn't have to be necessarily right on top of you to use those.
right,
And that damage is going to keep coming.
and especially if he buys Rylai's early.
Yes, absolutely. And in fact, I don't even think that would be a very bad buy for this matchup because it's all about kiting in this one.
Absolutely. Okay, so both teams still have to lock in their top lane and jungler, so we see the bans focused on that. Riven and Aurelia knocked out. Going into the final bans of this first game.
Absolutely do not want fast-moving top laners.
Yeah, those top laners that can just jump onto your back line and one-shot everybody then leave.
Oh, I love those.
Yeah. You especially love being the victim of those. Yeah.
Absolutely, especially in ARAM. Oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
The horror.
Did you ever rough
They
ARAM?
just jump around.
Maokai and Hecarim
Every
both
ARAM.
Yeah,
banned.
those are some interesting bans for jungle.
Those are some Shadow Isles ass bans.
For
I
real.
feel like Hecarim is a good ban for that, especially recently, because he can just
He's pretty good.
yeah
Yeah,
he can just
like
keep
he's
on
very
running
he's
down.
weak in the early game, but his gank pressure is still immense. And once it gets to like
As long as he doesn't
30
throw
minutes,
and he gets
it's,
like 3
pretty
items.
devastating to get around that.
The Mount
Other
Carmel-
characters dive onto your backline. Hecarim dives through you into your backline.
Yeah, Hecarim dives the whole team.
Kayn on Stockton, very powerful, very easy jungle.
Yeah, and I say that again is just the gank pressure early on is so heavy with champions like Hecarim and champions like Kayn, because their gank angles are so unique that
Their gank.
Hecarim can just ghost from anywhere in lane, and he throws out his CC and his damage.
Gankles.
Yeah.
They're ganking. Ooh, Sejuani.
Sejuani.
That's actually a bit of a flex pick. There's been Sejuani top and jungle.
I've seen a lot more Sejuani recently.
Yeah, I feel like
I still feel like she doesn't do nearly enough damage.
You actually,
like-
her passive is that her first auto to somebody stunned every like 10 seconds or so does 10% max health magic damage.
yeah, I feel like
She does shocking amounts of burst if she could stun you.
like I feel like the thing is we're
That's
talking about
horrifying,
like the random Q
Talking about like
Sejuanis,
Pislow.
but like it's because it's a skill gap champion.
Okay, here's the thing.
Skarner.
Skarner is a
okay.
very interesting pick. I assume that's jungle. Skarner has been seen a little bit top, but my guess is that that's a Sejuani top and Skarner jungle.
Yeah, I would.
Whole lot of
assume so
S
as
on Behrend. Swain, Sejuani, and Skarner.
well. Yeah, really.
I can't wait. I cannot wait for how sick updated Skarner's gonna look.
Yeah,
dude.
I'm excited for the
legitimately-
video.
Did they come out
review.
with a leak yet?
Ooh,
No,
a
no, no.
Fiora. That's interesting.
Ooh, Fiora's very nice into tanks.
Yes, that's gonna be a difficult matchup for Sejuani. I'll say that much because Sejuani is very heavily reliant on CC and also building tank. It's kind of a natural counter is Fiora.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a very difficult top lane for Behrend, but I'm interested to see how that plays out.
Hard to build defensive stacks against max health percent true damage.
Yeah, I know. That is a bit of a dilemma, isn't it? Yeah, but I actually really respect that Skarner pick for the jungle.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm very surprised by
like
that Skarner pick.
it's a surprisingly powerful pick, and just because Skarner is so memed on, it's like something that not a lot of people expect.
Yeah, he's a total CC machine.
Absolutely, like that E stun, like maybe like a 3-second cooldown at max rank, and it's just really powerful. And especially on his Q, the cooldown reduction on every auto, 6% max health damage.
Yeah,
It's
he struggles to gank early, but when he can get on people, he does a lot.
yeah, he's definitely a snowballing champion.
I do think we're forgetting about his most important role, which is kidnapping the misfortune, though.
Yes, absolutely. His team fight
6 is
potential
a
very
maxive pick,
high.
yeah. Skarner could totally just sprint up to people and yoink somebody into his team if he has the
Yeah,
opportunity.
like genuinely.
Like Behrend was already playing like a pick comp
Mhm.
with some really good team fight, but Skarner's just like the underline on that. Like
Right, because even if the team fight's looking sour, all of that backline has to be incredibly careful for that Skarner to just walk up and R. Because the second that happens, they're
removed
as
from
good as
play.
dead, yeah.
Non-consensual Zanya's hourglass.
That might explain the Hecarim ban on Behrend's side, because Hecarim, quite literally, as you said, goes through your front line to get to your back line.
Behrend's backline's gonna have to be very careful though, because while their front line's really good, the backline's pretty squishy. And Kayn is another character that's very, very good at diving on a backline.
Yeah,
Because
especially-
who needs walls?
And you also have to think again that Tom Kench isn't always going to be just sitting in the backlines peeling for the ADCs. His W can dive right behind everybody, and just all it takes is that 1 single second of CC for someone to catch up, and then that's like a fight moving in a new direction.
Right. Move calm a little bit. Boom. He's in position.
Go.
I am in position. Okay.
I'd like to see a competitive Earth game at some point.
No.
to think of all of the it would actually be very, very funny if we did that at Worlds as like an exhibition match.
Okay, that is Tom's support.
Yeah.
Totally blanked on that.
Okay.
Tom's a very good support as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that R is just instrumental to
Yeah.
say that. That's the
You've
very
saved
least
my
of-
life multiple times. This
Yeah, I know.
week.
I
Wow.
love doing that. Just the flash R. It's such a rush of dopamine to be saving your beloved teammates with. It is a very effective method of rescuing someone.
Oh yeah.
You
Doesn't it
flash
give
out-
him moves? Doesn't
and
give him
it
move
gives
speed?
me move speed, and I can also
And it gives-
use the W while I'm doing it.
On top of
and
the
it
shield
gives the
put
person a
on-
massive shield.
absolutely massive. I believe it's probably about 450.
It's
rank
probably
one,
like
800 at rank
it's
two.
probably like Swain, where it's based off of his HP.
I
Or I
believe
meant
so.
Shen.
Yeah, I believe so.
I like Shen a lot.
I think that actually it's the Shun Shield gives it based on missing.
It's based off of the shield scales off of two things. It scales directly off of his bonus HP,
Yeah.
and then the shield that it gives you scales off of you're right. Like how low that person's health is.
Right. Yeah. I'm honestly not so sure how the Kench Shield works though, because usually when I'm playing games as Kench, it usually seems like a pretty flat rate shield, but it is like a very big number, like 800.
Yeah. It's
scaling off
flat,
of
but
bonus
it's like
health.
boom. Okay, here's gonna be a fun thing when we have a little bit of time. We've already talked about matchups, but I've been having a lot of fun doing this with folks. We're gonna do a bit of trivia, and I'm going to ask you guys ability names off of champions.
Oh, okay.
So you've been playing a lot of him. What is the name of Tom's ultimate, Reese?
Devour.
Yeah, there you go. I was between asking you that, and what is the name of his W? I can't remember. It's a dive.
Abyssal Dive.
There you go. Okay. So what is the name of Swain ult? This is for either of you guys actually, but
That's actually tough. I don't play
Yeah.
Swain.
Okay, I played Swain maybe 3 times total.
I say it a lot when I use it because it's cool.
Oh my god. Okay, hold on. Now I have
Now
to
I'm
think.
trying to jog my memory because I did play with you earlier today. I don't know if you were playing Swain.
I wasn't, but
Oh dang, that would have helped. Come on.
All I can remember is you saying stuff like, I can remember tones of voice, but not what you said.
Swain's ult is called Demonic Ascension.
That's it.
Ooh, yeah, that's right.
It's a sick
And
name.
that's kind of something that you would think. It's a very point and go name for an ultimate
Yeah.
where you ascend to demonic.
Which is
status.
funny because Swain also his E is a pun. It's never move.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's.
That's fine.
What is Jinx ult called?
It's the name of a rocket. Or
Rocket.
Yeah.
something. Yeah, fish bones.
No, that is the name of the rocket launcher. What is the rocket named?
That's tough.
God, thinking back to Arcane.
It does not say the
No.
rocket. It's too goofy for that.
Too goofy. Kaboom.
Mr. Something.
Super Mega Death Rocket.
Super mega. That is a very classy Jinx. name.
Jinx, all her weapons are named. The minigun is Pow Pow.
Yeah.
The rocket launcher is Fish Bones,
Fishbones.
and her pistol is Shocker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And her.
And then the rocket itself is
Mega
Super
Death.
Mega Death Rocket.
That is a pretty.
Also,
creative
there was a heartbreaking little theory, by the way, based off of they definitely tied in Jinx's weapons into how dramatic her story was in Arcane. The her minigun being named Pow Pow was like powder, and she has voice lines personifying them in League, where Pow Pow is like a little girl and Fishbones is an old serious man. It's like Fishbones is Silco. And Pow Pow is powder.
Oh no,
Dude,
Oh,
season
no.
2 is gonna be so
When,
good.
do you
No
know-
idea. 2023.
Okay.
We're almost there. We're almost there.
Knowing it is probably gonna be somewhere in
Cultural reset.
September, probably some September.
It's like
2023. It's gonna be late.
it's like when
I call it.
Deltarune Chapter 3 comes out and the universe is gonna be good again for.
They're coming out with 3, 4, and 5.
I know.
At the same
It's
time.
sorry. I know we're getting a little podcasty, but I've never seen the internet more chill than the 2 days after Deltarune Chapter 2 came out. It was just people talking about it and playing it. Like it was great. Okay, let's just scroll forward and time control. All right. Zoom out a little bit.
All right.
And here we go.
We have a very pink team on
yeah, I
Behrend.
just noticed that, yeah.
Alright, now I think is a good time to call out the amount of gold both teams have. It's the same.
Yeah,
That's
neither
how that
team
works.
looking to pull a major gold advantage here in the early beginning of the game. And,
Nymeria
you know,
is just sitting mid lane.
Using his Q a little bit, taunting him.
Ibaka is dancing. He's got to be careful.
I feel like I feel like they know something. They know something.
It looks like Stockton. Stockton is looking at Baka has no idea how much danger he's in.
Yeah, one step forward and he might actually die here. Okay?
Yeah.
Now he sees that the Stockton is around.
He's
and
like,
he kind of backs
and
off
then
a little
there's the
bit.
pulse on the scar, and he's like,
Yeah,
oh, okay.
Yep. So they now know that there's an enemy presence in the river. Stockton actually backs off here, but they still don't know that. So they're playing safe around the river on their side of the map here.
That is true. There was a question ping by Behrend, though. So we're going to see. I'm very excited to see him. No flash on Sejuani. No flash on Skarner. That's two flashless members of Behrend.
Oh, wow.
Looks like the Fiora is going to be a bit late to lane.
She is taking Skarner's zone.
Well, I can understand that in terms of Sejuani having no flash because one of her abilities
Is a
very
fantastic
effective
dash.
Yeah, very, very
Ooh.
good dash.
This is is that the E?
Never move, yeah. That's the route.
Yeah, and isn't that the one that he scales health off of as well? So it's very important to do that.
No, none of his stuff scales off of health. It's all AP.
No, I mean the one where he gets bonus health.
Okay, so how Swain's passive works is that whenever he gets a soul fragment, he gains between 3% and 6% missing max health, scales with level. The things that give him soul fragments are the death of an enemy champion, the pull from his E, or the I on W popping on somebody.
I see. Okay.
I just gotta keep playing more Swain. You can play Swain in like every role besides jungle.
You're like ridiculously good at Swain too.
Yeah.
He's the only character on that game.
Yeah.
So I'd hope so, but that means a lot. Thank you. Ooh, gets the full
good.
combo. That's
Alright, now that's-
two soul fragments.
And I see what you're talking about now with that heal. Every time he makes one of those abilities connect, it gives him a little bit of a heal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
Very, very effective way of staying alive.
Only issue Swain has is mana. That's why you go Conqueror with Presence of Mind to constantly get mana back.
Yeah.
Ooh, there's the Abyssal Dive,
Alright,
but
big
doesn't connect
engage
anything.
from
Big
Tarek.
stun by
Alright, yeah, gets the
JC.
E from Tarek. Nice. And we're just getting a little bit of poke damage out on that Tom.
Good stuff.
Alright,
Sejuani is still hitting up top.
Yeah, so
pretty
Sejuani
well.
doing well top.
Missing a good chunk of CS, but that's a massive wave for to say.
Yeah, and especially in terms of that matchup, I feel like it's best to let go of some CS and stay alive.
Yeah. It's there's a lot of top matchups as much as I've been playing
misses
top
the
less.
cannon.
Yeah, that is rough.
As much as I've been playing top less, I've noticed a lot of top matchups are really just patience tests.
Yeah.
It's like the big one being like, oh, nice kill.
Whoopi's gonna
JC
see
gets
the
the first
the
kill.
flash. That's
forces
a very
Max's
good
flash.
way to start a lane for Behrend there.
Absolutely.
Whoopi saw the Kane coming out from top river
Right,
and
yeah.
back up just enough to where
Nice little push by Donuts. Bach is very low. Oh, the bullet rain
Alright, but
gets
there is
out.
no flash, so he's safe for now. And I would like to say Donuts is playing this matchup very well.
He absolutely. Donuts is a fantastic
Absolutely.
top laner.
Absolutely.
Let's
'Cause,
go Paul.
sometimes it is very difficult.
There's
in
the
terms-
jump on. There's the
okay.
parry by Omega. Nothing comes out. Both junglers are coming
Both
top.
numbers, It's a Fiesta
There's the
top.
stun on. Oh, Nymeria stuns Kala, and everyone bails.
Yep. Just
better safe, play
better,
safe.
Yeah, better play safe than sorry.
Better call.
Alright, Colin coming in back for a little bit of the cheese maybe, but he doesn't see the opportunity, so he decides to go back to farming. Very smart choice.
Taking the Skarner
Yeah,
puddle.
gonna take the Skarner's puddle.
I don't know what it
Skarner
is.
zone. Nice damage by Whoopi.
Is it the Skarner zone?
I
And
don't
that's
think
what just
the
people
name
call
of
it the
it,
zone.
Welcome
The
to the
Skarner.
Skarner zone.
Shut up! Nice root by Whoopi. Doesn't want to flash, but he might just get out here.
Takes
Ooh,
shots, gets some
nice
good
damage.
Yeah, the passive is called Crystal Spires.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, and pretty much gives brief vision when captured, but for Skarner it actually has a lot of benefits.
Ooh, okay. Whoopi doing the bold move that I want to do more. Buying Dark Seal first back. Because everything everything scales off of AP, including the heal that he passively gets while ulting.
Oh wow, really? So the more AP you have,
The more AP, it's like Yuumi. It's like how Yuumi builds Dark Seal.
True.
Except, Swain's a bit less safe than Yuumi. But
Yuumi with Dark Seal is a monster.
I mean, that's just how you play the champ. Like, if you're playing Yuumi properly, you're not dying.
Yeah.
And it is kind of funny, because there's been a lot of memes circulating around where it's like, I mean, everyone knows about Aatrox right now, but it's like a big meme where it's like, there's this champion on the Summoner's Rift that does a ridiculous amount of healing, amount of damage, and burst. And then there's also this guy named Aatrox.
Yeah, I don't know. Ever since the Tower Shot on Omega, ever since the mid-scope update that Swain got, he's been feeling a lot better and seeing a lot more play.
Yeah, really.
Making his ultimate more of a mode shift rather than just like a temporary state for a burst of damage.
And I also
makes him a lot more fun.
Yeah,
a lot more skill
similar
expressive.
change with Olaf as well.
Yeah, the Olaf changes are really cool.
Yeah, I did like that, the change that they made to his ultimate, because before it was more of just like a temporary cleanse, but now it's actually more of like a, just like you said, it was like an ability, a mode change.
It's I say install, that's a fighting game term, where it's just like, it's your big thing, and it just like ups your abilities.
Yeah, it gives you an edge.
It's a big chance for skill expression, which is always welcome.
Yeah, and that's,
Donut's
that's
getting
like
a nice
one of the
little
most
combo there.
fun things to do, just being able to
Pull,
express.
W.
Gets the combo.
Nice.
Yeah, big combo, that's always good damage to have in the lane.
Ooh, Donuts misses that flail swing. Another nice.
rough.
He's got to be careful. Omega has the grand challenge. Oh, very nice parry on the stun. Donuts forced to pop his own ult. There's the flash by Omega.
I don't think he's gonna make it.
No, he's not going to make it.
And that's one of the things you gotta be careful about.
Amiria going in on Natsu.
That's a surprising amount of burst.
Neither junglers have their ult. There's the Abyssal Dive bot. Meanwhile, Whoopi and Dylan both popping their ultimates. The slow from the Demon Flare is going to let Whoopi secure that kill. Meanwhile, bot lane, there's a whole lot of damage rolling out on both sides. But,
And that Tom Kench did take a lot of damage, but that passive heal from the E is going to be very, very potent, especially in lanes like this.
And Kane got a bunch of orbs.
Yeah, that too especially. You want to be careful for when that Kane gets his
Can we?
form,
I'm
it's a
very curious. Can we
safe
see how far he is on that? We cannot see how far he is.
Actually, I think if you go back to the click, it shows a purple bar. So
that's XP.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, that's just
I
how
don't
XP
use
appears.
spectator.
It's spectator mode.
When
So how? Okay, cool. You don't know how Kane passive works. Kane is constantly undergoing the test. Whenever Kane deals damage to a champion, they drop either red orbs or blue orbs. If they're a ranged character, they drop blue orbs. If they're a melee character, they drop red. Those orbs give him progress towards a transformation. Either Rost, where red he gets passive healing. He basically gets Aatrox ult, or Aatrox passive, where you just heal based off damage done to champions. And his W knocks up. Or you get points towards Blue Kane, where you're just full assassin. You do extra magic damage as fights start. Nice dragon take by Stockton. Behrend trying to get something out of it, but can't secure a pick on the way back.
And they also did a really good job of zoning away from teammates. There was a misfortune off on the alleyway that kind of forced them to back off a little bit. Very overall played well by Stockton there.
Yeah, Behrend does have a bit of a gold lead though.
Just want to make sure you're going to be able to exercise.
Ooh,
that.
There's the Chaos Storm, but Whoopi nice and healthy. Let's see. How many passive stacks do you have, Whoopi? 13. That's 156 bonus health.
Already doing rather well on the landing page. Just got to be careful, though, because those Qs are going to start winning.
That is...
Ooh, okay, DC taking some serious damage by Natsu here.
You want to be careful because the bonus move speed that Misfortune gets if she's not being damaged can help her just run you down.
Yeah.
You're not going to be able to escape.
Color's
because her
floating
damage
mid.
is right
There's the... Ooh, Whoopi managed to get out. If that gravity field had stunned him, that could have been much worse.
Oh,
here
but
comes
it's
Kala.
out of position very, very
Ooh, there's the
briefly,
blue
and the
smite.
punish there. Absolutely.
Meanwhile,
beautiful.
top and
Stockton
Nymeria
off,
moving
but they're
on to
catching
Omega.
Fiora. All right,
Stockton's Kane coming in to try and
Oh,
help.
there's the sting.
And that's an absolutely
Backs
beautiful
away.
example of why Skarner is so powerful in the jungle, because he can just walk up and press a button and you're not able to do anything.
for a good chunk of time.
Absolutely.
Nymeria stops the back.
Just a little bit of harass to waste their time. Absolutely perfect.
Okay, so gold is still very even here. Behrend has a very slight lead. However, Stockton does have a dragon.
Yeah, and you know, it's not going to show very much now. Dragons are, I think, a bit underwhelming in the early game for certain, but once those start getting stacked on top of each other, it's going to become a very potent tool for team fights.
Every time that they're not fighting, it's so funny to me. Stockton's bot clears Behrend's control ward, and then when Behrend come back, they already have a new control ward in the bush.
Yeah. Battle for vision in the bot lane as always.
Ooh, there's that
Good
root.
stun.
Very
Nice
good
stun.
stun off of the card.
Forces him to walk into it because the flame choppers.
Some very good damage on the
Yeah,
top.
that was a very clever setup by Behrend there.
First
And
mythic of the game bought by Skarner, Turbo Chemtank.
I respect it. You know, you get the movement speed, you
Take
get the armor,
away
you get
bot
the
lane's
magic.
vision.
Really funny, Turbo Chemtank is not going to be a mythic in a bit here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in the with the new items coming out, it's going to be a legendary item.
Wow.
So
Well,
you
same
could
with
build it on-
Sunfire, actually.
Yeah.
That's something that I found very interesting.
Which sucks, because I love how much tenacity Sunfire gives you off of its passive.
Yeah, I'm excited, however, to build 5 Sunfires in every single match that I play for
You-
the rest
you-
of the
Stockton
nice pull.
Stockton
Gets it
looks
into the-
Like, no, they will. I can't tell. Is Kane taking Rift Herald?
He is looking to take Rift.
Okay.
There's a lot of vision for Stockton up in this fight.
Oh, big plays going on bot lane.
Yeah,
Taking
meanwhile,
that
Nymeria
Penn
makes
out of
stuff.
position.
He's chasing Natsu
Ooh,
down.
and you get
There
that
it
second,
is.
that's
Back
the
into
second,
my
you
sting.
know.
There's
Oh,
the
it's
stun.
done.
Cleanse.
And that is
Dies.
a rat. That is a
Very
perfect
well done.
example of the power of Skarner jungle.
Just
you know? Even when you think you're safe.
insane levels of CC.
Rift
Absolutely.
Herald absolutely taken by Stockton, but this means that bot lane on Behrend's side does take quite a bit of tower.
Yeah, they get 2 plates for sure. Looking at a third here.
And you know, actively speaking, that Herald is going to mean gold later, but the current gold lead by Behrend is
Ooh,
gold and
nice
gold.
parry. There's the grand challenge. Just trying to keep up. Ooh, the heal does have the Ignite on Omega. He's getting very lucky with these. Ooh, there's the Demonic Extension and the Ghost by Whoopi.
Oh, but here comes
Demon Flare to
Tom.
slow him down. Gets the flash, turn around. He can take Tom here. And as
Absolutely.
long as he's draining somebody, he keeps up his demonic energy, he keeps in the ult.
Jinx Rocket
Yeah,
misses.
Super Mega Death Rocket, a little bit off its mark, you know, expecting that Victor to probably walk back a little further.
Whenever you say that, I'm now gonna think of the wacky wavy arm inflatable tube band.
Ah, Donuts walk back to lane, Omega
you
end
know,
up
that's
time.
just one of the things about Fiora is you can never underestimate her capability to run
Good
at you.
combo.
Good stuff. There's the
Ooh,
Chaos Storm in the
absolutely.
gravity field
Oh.
on Whoopi. Forced to flash. There's the blue smite from Kala.
And you know, I
Yes.
think that he's not
There's
gonna
the
be able to
Umbral
make that out.
Trespass. He's
Oh.
still alive.
Oh.
That might cause Kala. No, he gets out. Kane.
Yeah. you know, I
Nymeria
don't know if he had
looking,
enough
chasing
mana.
down. Nope, not close enough.
I think Rift Herald will be dropped down, likely in mid at this point.
Yeah, it looks
Nymeria
that way
getting
to me.
chased by Dylan here.
Getting
No.
harassed into his own
Taking
jungle
no
here.
damage there.
Yeah, Tank Skarner,
Next-
definitely a strong.
Second dragon is up. Stockton looking. They have a lot of early pressure here, but Baron's team scales very, very well.
Absolutely, this is going to be a late game monstrosity.
Actually, Behrend manages to swing around and retake control for a moment. It's a 3v4 though. Whoopi's on the way.
However, they are
Bot
doing
lane
a very good job
prioritizing
of zoning
Dragon.
around the time. Oh, that is an
Okay.
amazing
Nice
pick.
stuff. There's the
Oh,
bullet
the bullet
time.
going
Dragon
off here.
resets, so
Ooh.
it gets out of
Nice
misfortune.
slow by Whoopi.
Perfect.
Aye.
Absolutely beautiful. You
And
know,
gets-
thank Stockton for the
Good
reach there with
stuff.
bullet time and get that dragon. Just barely missing the stun. That Tom escapes once more. A very slippery fish, you might say.
I love the range on Swain's W is insane. Like Swain's W has so much range.
Calm Tench always happy to see his cousin surviving.
Oh no, he's falling.
No, look, he starts to tear. Bada boom. That was
So you know,
Plating
I
has
find it
fallen.
interesting that she always goes for the jump over the wall because Fiora,
can follow.
can follow. I feel like in this specific matchup, it might just be a better idea to go back to your own tower.
Yeah. Wow, and the extra move speed that Fiora gets off hitting those vitals, keeping her just outside of Donuts' range.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a very
Gravity Field gets the
duelist
stun.
right?
Kala
There's
has
a lot of
Ross.
damage
He's
coming
coming
out there
back.
from-
Chaos Field doing some serious damage to Whoopi, but he gets out.
You know, manages to walk away from that whole.
Fiora has been zoning off Donuts off of Wave, and that's...
And you know, it is a really difficult once a powerful champion like Fiora gets a lead like that, it can be kind of hard to catch back up. And especially in the sense of Fiora, because she has surprisingly difficult to get around sustain with every Q, you know, you get your grass procs, 2.5% max HP.
Oh, and there goes
Second one. And she's also got the
Donuts looking
Divine
to
Sunder.
try and stop Omega, but ooh,
Ooh,
there's
big
gives from the
stun
Furley
under
Yard
tower,
and the
getting a lot of
Ignite, but
damage,
Omega's
getting
gonna back
Ignite
out.
A bit of toxicity from Stockton's Fiora. Showing him who's the boss.
Behrend still up, barely around 1k gold here. Gotta be careful, Omega does have the Grand Challenge.
And you know, I feel like for this top lane, I feel like at this point, if you're able to get any sort of farm, I feel like you should be happy enough with that.
Yeah.
Because currently, this
Nymeria's
isn't
coming top. Kala's there too.
Alright, he's got to be careful here.
Kala's
You see
moving
that
in on the
Kane coming
Donuts.
in, start walking
Gets
away.
the stun on Nymeria, doesn't connect to the Donuts though.
And you know,
Oh, there's the
Nymeria
Grand
is
Challenge,
like
that
a lot
nuts
of burst
damage.
Yeah,
There's
they
the
have
Umbral
both of those
Trespass.
champions dealing max health damage, so you really do have to be careful tanking.
Whoopi tried to help with that Eye of the Empire, but he's being surrounded. Demonic Ascension looking to try and fight this, or at least slow them down. Gets the slow onto Omega. Still in his... Ooh, Gravity Field does not hit him. He's being chased by Omega. Looking to... Ooh, do some
Demonic
serious
Ascension.
damage here. He's trying to keep it up,
Keep up,
but...
you know, he did get a lot of good poke. He forced them all back. Doesn't get any damage.
He was forced to ghost. But Baron's bot lane is going to make a difference once Team Fight phase.
Absolutely.
Team Fight phase starts here, because
Baron
a
has
Jinx with kills
Is
is great,
monster.
and a Taric is just adding more CC onto the pile.
Adding
Ooh,
power
nice
to the
pull.
barrel,
Yo,
Ultimate
Chaos Storm and the Gravity Field. Whoopi might be getting out here.
Oh,
Nice
the
stun!
Taric.
perfect, and then
And that's
Yeah.
2 more
Also,
kills for Baka.
amazing plays by Behrend here, getting that Jinx fed, preparing for the late game already as they try to move on to the mid here, and people are going to start realizing that this is going to be a big problem in terms of this game, is that Jinx needs to get shut down
All
if Stockton
Jinx
wants a
needs
chance.
is 1 kill to completely take a team fight.
Absolutely, because you know that Jinx passive, it's going to start tearing people to
Once she gets excited. Ooh, Baka and JC covering for Whoopi there, forcing Koa to back off.
looks like both teams are going to go back and...
We have a dragon up in just under a minute. It is Hex Soul.
Okay, so both teams... Sorry, they won't be...
Nice stun by JC. Koa might get caught out here. Nymeria's coming in.
You gotta be careful, they are
Oh.
in a potential zone to get collapsed.
They are.
on here.
Baka did get Umbral Trespass, gets shut down by
And
Kala.
that is a problem. Kane was shut down is a big issue.
I feel like that was the issue. Nymeria and JC both ran in there to try and run down Stockton's ADC, but they just completely left Baka behind.
Yeah, and with the other two laners coming in from the sides, there wasn't really anywhere to go there.
The game plan is not to CC the hell out of Stockton's backside. It's to cover yours.
Yeah.
And Behrend has some fantastic peel, but
Yeah, as long as they're able to keep themselves in position and apply.
absolutely.
Stockton looking to take Drake right now. We'll be over there getting a good Q off.
To see if they can't get anything done over here. You know, I don't think it's
Oh, Nymeria and Whoopi
Alright.
diving over. There's the
Going
demonic
through a
possession.
steal.
Super
Bullet
Mega
time
Death
coming
Rocket
out.
misses.
Alright,
Ooh, red
doesn't
team
get
gets
that
the dragon,
steal,
but
but
let's
they are fighting.
see if they can get second kill here.
And that Jinx
Whoopi
is in,
trying to
you know,
chase
dealing all of
Natsu.
that damage. The Devour comes out, but it does
That's
not matter that Kane gets killed anyways.
Double kill for Baka. Definitely softening the blow of that shutdown last time.
Absolutely, and you know, as long as you're able to stay on top of that momentum, I feel like it's going to be okay.
Mhm.
2 controllers.
I feel Whoopi there, though. There's nothing more frustrating than somebody just getting right outside of your grasp. That's way. Wielding Rylite is definitely going to help. Fantastic root. And gets another stack for Swain. Let's take another stack check. 29, that's 300 bonus HP.
And once you start getting into the late game, that's going to be a big problem.
Every single soul fragment is 12 maximum HP.
Yeah, no, and it's ridiculous because just when you first mentioned it at 13, I was like surprised. Yeah, that's like another.
It's like a whole nother 300 and something.
Yeah.
I believe how much max health?
13 times 12. Yeah, that's around 150.
300 something.
No, 13.
That's practically a free ruby crystal.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's gold value in that passive right there, getting that bonus health. Because if you break down the math, all of those stats are worth money.
Yeah.
And, getting free stats off of your abilities is definitely a big advantage that some players can have, especially in turns of infinite skin.
A summoner has disconnected.
Quick little connection issue by Omega, but it looks like he's okay.
Yeah, there doesn't seem to be anyone.
Okay.
The box comes out, understandable.
Very.
I'm
gonna real quick hop out, and because we are 3 minutes behind them,
go check out what's going on. We'll be right back with you.
It did say that Omega did reconnect, but he might be
probably getting back into the game and getting himself situated, getting ready to go back to the intense battle of being in the bush behind his tower.
Okay, they are going outside, so it shouldn't be too long.
Okay.
Real quick, folks, this is the time for you to do it. I currently have to. I'm gonna run to the bathroom fast.
All right.
Oh no! Game is back.
Okay.
Game is back.
I'm gonna go pee. I'll be right back.
How do I remove the mouse?
You don't. It's directed camera.
Okay.
Bada boom.
Yep.
There we go.
Bada bing. All right.
Game seems. Oh, we've had this issue before. Like whenever it's paused, it sometimes lags behind.
I gotcha. Here, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab a drink. I'm sorry to leave you all by yourself. I'll be back.
Okay. Oh.
All
right.
Every time someone
See.
leaves,
So it looks like Behrend and Stockton are looking for a team fight. Gets a good stun off on Tom Kench, but backing off again. Misfortune taking, what are the rock, jungle monsters called again? Krugs. That's what it is. Gets a good, Skarner gets a kill on Victor, that's very good. Looks like Nymeria.
I am gushing a little bit because Nymeria is one of my favorites, but his Skarner is impressive to say the least.
Absolutely.
His Skarner as a champion itself is actually very surprisingly a very powerful pick, and a lot of people sleep on it.
What did I?
It's like Nymeria is being collapsed on. There was a bit of. There were three on both teams' top lane. I think they were trying to go in, or they looked like they were going to, but they both backed off a little bit.
Excellently
Safe
explained by our master professional here, Will. Everyone knows exactly what was happening.
Yes.
Okay. Behrend with a 2k gold lead. Nice stuff. Yeah. Not surprised. Looks like second item on. Ooh, you gotta be careful. There's Kala.
Hiding in that bush there. Nothing comes of it.
Good backstab.
You're perusing the bot side jungle of Behrend here.
Omega
Not
hiding from donuts.
Didn't actually see him there.
There it
Oh
is.
wow! And what do you know, the Fiora
I thought Omega
actually
was gonna
running
fight
away
that.
there. I am surprised with that as well because I feel like in that situation, Fiora can definitely at least take some damage.
Although
Yeah.
they probably.
Wow.
Stockton did ping the Skarner on top lane under turret, so it's likely that they saw Skarner and backed off.
Didn't want to
what?
risk
That
it.
is a good point. It's not always a good idea to pick a fight in your enemy jungler. Enemy's jungler.
Let's try to keep running.
Yeah, but you gotta be very
Stun.
careful with this because the speed boost that Fiora gets from that.
Pops his ult. It looks like it's gonna help him get away.
Was that the ult?
Yeah.
Wow.
So it normally, if it flies for a little bit, what you normally see, if it flies for at least 25% of its range, it does the big explosion and slow.
Okay.
But if you use it like point blank like that, it's just like a second stun.
It's interesting. And that's a pretty decent cooldown, isn't it?
Glacial Prison, yeah, 76 seconds, not bad. Okay, another dragon in 15 seconds. Both teams moving to gain control.
Because as those dragons start to stack up, it's going to be a very powerful effect, especially when you get that soul.
Behrend hoping to zone them off dragons there.
There's 4 ball. Looks like
Crystal Spire is getting a little bit of a vision clear.
surprised we're not seeing Behrend just try and rush this. They're definitely waiting for donuts. It's gonna be our first huge team fight here.
Yeah, and this is where hopefully if
Okay.
we can peel this
Omega
hard-
is just pushing mid lane now. Grab the field. A lot of C's coming up. Kala moving around the right side. Ooh, manages to dodge the roof by Whoopi. There's the demonic ascension. Moving on. Blue team. Behrend gets the dragon.
Alright, Whoopi with the
Whoopi's
ghost
chasing. Upaka managed to kill Kala. Whoopi is chasing Natsu and Koa down. Managed to secure like multiple kills, double
Wraps
kill,
around
and
the
the
flashes for
4 members of Stockton down.
Absolutely
Meanwhile,
spectacular. However,
Omega
the
is just
inhibitor going-
pushing top. Gets the
Absolutely.
inhib turret.
and minions aren't pushed up,
And
so
you
they
know,
can't
instead
see.
of being able to push here, Behrend is actually forced to back off to stop this split push from happening.
Donuts. Ooh,
Making
barely
it through the
doesn't.
Hex Tech gate.
However-
but
However, now
going to be
near him.
cut off by the Skarner from Behrend.
It's gonna be a nice shutdown. They managed to
Alright,
secure it.
and
Whoopi's on
Fury
the other
is a
side of the
very
wall. He's
slippery
completely
champion.
surrounded.
Oh.
Into the Jinx in the backline, just gets torn to pieces. It's an ace for Behrend.
Shut down for Whoopi, and that means 10 stacks. He can buy.
How many turrets did Omega?
Omega
take
took
down?
2.
3.
Right? 3? Was
No,
it?
2.
Two.
Yes, 2. The mid turret for Behrend, the tier 1 mid turret, is already down.
Unsure if that
Yeah.
was a good call in trading for.
I mean,
Drake,
it's
but
the thing. He figured he didn't have faith that his team was gonna win the fight. Turns out that was the correct call.
And you
It
know,
was
honestly,
And
I
hey,
believe
keeping
that is
even with the gold.
Absolutely.
Something.
Trying to diminish that gold lead in any way you can. You know you're not going to win that dragon. So
Exactly.
might as well try to get something out of this. And I think he did a very good job of capitalizing on the time spent.
Whoopi, by the way, is hard pushing bot. Only one who's moving to meet him is Natsu.
And you know, that might not be a good idea. You know, that Swain is rather powerful. And
He's gonna back up for
Whoopi is
safety.
backing though. Yeah.
Interested. Probably gonna see. Yeah, there's the zombies. I wonder if he's gonna buy Mage Eyes because he has 10 stacks on that Dark Seal.
And you know, it is always a big risk though, because the second.
Yeah, there's the Mage Eyes.
Ah, there we
He
go.
sold the Zonyas for Mage Eyes.
Wow, you know, he did.
But he hasn't
Yeah.
used his stopwatch yet, so.
So he does still have that one use, and typically that's the only one you get out of.
I mean, yeah, it's a
bag.
90-second cooldown. You're really not gonna.
So personally, I believe that was the correct decision.
Very. How much AP we got right now, brother? 200.
All right, and that's only going to keep going up.
Restoring 70 health per second per target damage to all.
That is a lot of
Pretty
healing.
good.
Alright, Behrend's hovering this. There's a lot of vision on that Behrend by Stockton.
Yep, and those Skarner's Crystal Spires doing a lot of work there too for both teams. Actually, that's something I always found very interesting about that passage. It's a neutral objective.
It benefits the opposite.
If
team as well.
whoever
Yeah.
takes it gets gold.
Oh.
They get gold, yeah, and they get vision.
Yeah, it's like
the
a
only
pulse.
person that benefits from it more is Skarner. He gets movement speed, attack speed, mana regen.
He gets like a bunch of stuff
Yeah.
because it's his. But.
Oh, another
Oh.
connection issue with that Fiora. Hopefully that doesn't come into effect later this game.
It
It
seems
was like
like they
he's still
reconnected.
here. Yep, he's just
Yep.
with that Hullbreaker pushing, but ew. No,
I mean, yeah, that's
Behrend
genuinely
is
that's
starting the
just how
Behrend.
Fiora likes to play, because whenever somebody goes down to stop, that's when the duel begins.
And then
Right.
takes turret.
Behrend is
Oh.
looking to rush this. Whoopi's staying behind. There's some extension, just trying to keep Stockton off it. Nice stun. He's connected. There's the bullet time. Behrend managed to secure it. Very dangerous. Ooh, Kala being juggled back and
All
forth.
right, and, you know,
There's
he
the
gets
Umbral
that.
Trespass. He's still alive.
Alright,
Whoopi
Whoopi
missed-
target prioritization, still keeping that ult up.
Pops
just
goes
barely
now.
missing.
Donuts forced to back to stop Omega's push.
And you know, it's just another one of those moments where if you know you're not going to get the objective, or even if you might not, it might be a good idea to just spend that time trying to get some additional objectives, some additional gold, and diminishing that
He's got to be
gold
careful because
value by
Omega's
any-
there to catch him. There's the
Sorry.
stopwatch. nice shutdown and loses the stacks on that Magi.
And
Starter
that's
looks
what
to
happens
be
every
being
time you
cut
die
out
Magi's. You
by-
die once and all your stacks are gone. It's the sad truth.
Gotta be careful,
You're running
Omega.
into Omega here. You really gotta be careful. You should
He's
see
that
one
move
has
speed.
to be
Oh,
like that.
yeah. However, Fiora is level 17. That's a whole lot of damage.
And that's just because of how much they've been farming. If you look at the farm for all of these champions, Fiora not very far ahead of Jinx, but just barely ahead of Jinx there. 246 CS, and that's where all that experience is coming from, and that's how Fiora likes to gain her leads.
Next by Stockton, it looks like they're gonna really want to take this Drake if they can.
Next dragon up in 20 seconds.
Yeah, both teams are even on dragons right now. I personally am preferred towards the Infernal because that bonus damage is always nice, but that regen from Ocean Soul is undeniable as well. And once those Hextech Drakes start stacking up, it is going to make quite a difference. So I think it's very important to try and either contest this or gain some sort of value.
Yeah. Looks like
Oh, there's the Vision of Empire. Behrend now knows. There's Super Mega Death Rocket. Ooh, I don't think Behrend's gonna make it now, though.
Yeah, I think it's too little too late for Behrend.
Clean Dragon, and
Stockton's
someone's
pushing
gotta
once
move
more.
to catch Omega.
And this is
Ronnie
what
pushing
happens
on.
every game that there's a Fiora. You always have to have somebody on the lookout for that split push because the damage that they can deal to towers is astounding.
She is just utterly devastating. Behrend only has 2 inhib towers left, but they're coalescing to try and catch us. Nice dash through the wall. She actually gets out.
Yeah, absolutely. With that dash on such a short cooldown, being able to cross over terrain, she's a very slippery champion and therefore a very efficient split pusher.
Split pusher?
Split pusher, indeed.
Flish pusher?
Baron hoping to get a little
Trying
bit
to
of
use
this
this
tower
Baron
with Baron buff. They haven't really prioritized much.
Omega does finish backing.
Alright,
not
trying to
bad.
grab that Victor, get the sting, but not gonna happen that time. But you always have to be careful that starting to close to you.
Ooh, Baka gets stunned.
Chaos Storm
Running
coming
away.
out. Like the spacing or the slow. Alright.
Alright, they're juggling
What happened?
Fiora.
Okay, that
She
that
pops
ult,
that stopwatch. Let's get out.
Lulu's card might be going down here if he doesn't start
Ooh,
using
gets
it.
the kill
Oh,
on
alright.
Baka. Oh, Baka
Absolutely
keeping out of.
beautiful
Not
cut
a
from
spin,
Baka
got
there.
hit by a
Absolutely
Jinx ult and the Sway
spectacular.
Demonic Ascension, but still escapes.
Fantastic fight by
Starter
They're
Behrend.
going
running into
in
the
for the-
Nexus to go
Oh.
for the Natsu there.
If they had a minion wave, that might be game, but I don't think they can.
If they wait a little bit, they
Well, then
should have one.
the wave is
real
coming
soon.
in, but that is
It is
two
coming
full
in.
health champions. Two
Ooh, but
Nexus
Delix,
towers,
no,
a lot.
it's not.
A
It's
big
one.
going in here from
Donut's
Sejuani,
taking
another.
tower shots.
Nymeria is just tanking that damage.
Oh my goodness, and this might be it.
That
for
might
Stockton.
be game. If Behrend can rush this, they have
Alright,
3.
Misfortune barely surviving that engage, but I
13
don't think
seconds
there's gonna
left
be
till a
enough
big
time.
threat, but that looks like it's gonna be game 1.
And that's
with
it.
a
Alright,
fantastic
and seals
team
it up,
fight.
gaining with that 4K gold lead. There wasn't much Stockton could do to stop him from ending it.
And the 4 GGs from Baron.
That's all it takes.
And that's a wrap.
One fantastic team fight.
Absolutely, and I noticed this, that Tarek ult was brilliantly timed to block all of the damage from bullet time from Misfortune, and just between the Sejuani and the Skarner, all of those dives under towers, the CC, the tankiness, not much you could do.
We saw what we expected. Stockton tried to dive onto Baka, but so many members of Behrend, between the Taric, the Sedge, the frickin' Swain, the Skarner, she was not getting
Yeah, I
the 4
noticed
of
that as
them.
well. Is that peel from Baron is just
And the
absolutely phenomenal.
entire time she was just getting lit up by Jinx. I'll be right back to make sure they know to advise the next one.
All right.
Seems to have forgotten before.
Misfortune really took the Jinx rocket straight to the face.
Yeah, and super mega death rocket to the jaw,
Mm-hmm.
and
It does more damage the further it goes, but
it's still a chunk.
Even
It's
when
still
it
a chunk,
does
absolutely.
that close.
It
Yeah.
is global, but that doesn't mean you can't use it at close range.
True.
To secure a kill, to burst down targets, that AoE damage can still be a big effect in team fights.
Is there a way to one-shot kill with Super Mega Death Rocket?
If there was a Dark Seal in the version of AD, maybe, but I don't think so.
There used to be. Sword of the Occult used to be an item, which was basically Darksteel, but on...
AD champs.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just got bullied by Nymeria, because I guess I don't have him friended.
And you know what? That is a bullyable offense there, buddy. Alright, I'm gonna go shit talk these guys for a second.
Alright, when do we plan to use the one?
We don't plan to use it, because then we flub it. Howdy, folks. We are currently waiting. I think we joined the lobby too late and didn't get the draft code. Let me go sort that out real quick. And if we don't, hey, we have something to talk about when the actual draft goes through. So we will be right back. There's time to get a snack, get the bathroom, take a break. We will be right back with some more League of Legends for you. Okay, welcome back, folks. Sorry, you just saw the debut of our very new, properly working now, intermission screen created by the one and only Will.
Woo! But
Oh
I don't know what to make, honestly. But yeah.
Alright, now we get to see the bands proper. We are seeing so far the exact same bands as first game.
I do hope they ban.
Me too.
I hope they ban Jinx.
Me too.
Seeing a Jinx ban by Stockton. And really? Not Fiora? A Tom ban? I feel like the Tom was not an issue.
Yeah, well, maybe there was something in laning that we weren't quite seeing there that prevented them from snowballing quite as hard.
Also, a good chunk of why that Tom was not an issue was because of how hard Jinx was just pounding through him. Okay. Top lane's gonna be very interesting. Thanks, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Ornn and Renekton. Donuts has played a lot of Renekton. It will never not be funny. I love Donuts because it will never not be hilarious. When they won their league last year, he was like head in hands. I'm a Garen player because he won playing Garen. He was so upset.
I mean, seriously, Garen though.
Hey,
I play a lot of more top lane, and I'm doing a lot more Gnosis just because like he's Gnosis.
Pretty good right now.
I can't lose with Gnosis. I have not lost it. Actually, no. I've lost one Gnosis game out of like set.
I mean, yeah, because realistically, the elo that you're playing in,
as long as the game goes for a while.
Scaling. Yeah,
Okay.
the part where you just beat the enemy ADC with a baseball bat. And die.
I want to get better at laning though.
You know, actually, why haven't they made a baseball skin for Nasus yet? I feel like that would work
Because
really
there's like
well.
no goofy skin lines anymore.
Yeah.
Aside from like
true.
Space Groove, which is supposed to get some new stuff.
Yeah, I feel like the skins are taking themselves very seriously recently. Is it getting stuck on the roof of your mouth?
No, just chew it.
Oh.
A Vagar pick.
Okay, Vagar. Yeah, let's look at. Let's
Whoopi's
continue looking at
Vagar. You know what? I'm still molding a little bit over this, but when I was doing my, what were they? When we were doing our practice matches in the beginning.
Scrimmages, yeah.
Our scrimmages. I was playing Yasuo against Whoopi's Vagar, and let me tell you, that cage is just such a
Don't walk into it.
frustrating ability.
Don't walk into it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but even then, just the fact that you have to stay in the circle for such an amount
And
of time.
if he goes Everfrost.
Yeah, it gets even worse.
I don't know how a Yumi will go with a Samira. I mean, absolutely amazing for the Samira, but none of her passive will be procced by the support at all. So that might be a
True,
missed
she doesn't have any opportunities to dash in. Kala gets the Hecarim, we saw banned last time, and Miri is on Fiddlesticks, another character he likes. A Cassio on Dylan, very interesting. You don't see Cassio a lot just because she's more difficult than most characters.
Very
I'm
heavy on the
interested
mana
also how a Cassio will go against Vagar. Like,
Cassio has really, really good range. It all depends. Fighting Cassio is like fighting Ashe, where if you are at any point forced to run away, you're probably dead. Just because, like, Cassio's chase is nuts.
Yeah, absolutely, because she gains movement speed with her levels, and also she gains movement speed from her abilities as well.
I saw a clip of, like, a Cassio chasing an Ornn mid away, and it's just, like, gunshots every time she uses her Q. Just boom, 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 like... Ah, man.
Yeah, definitely a creative champion design there on their part.
This bot's gonna be interesting, though, because, yeah, Samir, if she can snowball early at all, terrifying. But I can't imagine anything that's going to be easier for a Tark to land a stun on than somebody who's getting shot by Ashe arrows.
True.
and if we actually, along with Fiddlestick's ult, any kind of fear he has with his abilities, Vagar Cage.
We see another case of fantastic CC by Behrend.
Absolutely.
Every single member has crowd control.
And you know, this top lane matchup, the Renekton versus Ornn, is actually going to be very interesting. We might want to keep an eye on that because I feel like between these two champions, it's a very skill-based matchup.
You
It's
play
definitely-
especially a lot of Ornn as well.
And Renekton as well. I
do?
have a Mastery 7 Renekton and Ornn.
I wanna
so
play
I know
Renekton
both
more.
of these
He's-
champions rather well.
Renekton's really fun.
He is very fun.
Yeah, I definitely feel like it's a leaning towards Renekton early.
Absolutely. But once that game starts going to mid and then especially into late, it's going to start being favored towards Ornn if he gets some sort of lead.
Hell, even if he doesn't, he can upgrade
Well,
his
yeah,
team's
if
mythics.
they're even, I feel like Ornn's definitely going to start pulling more weight than the Renekton can in terms of being able to affect team fights with his massive AoE ults and knockups.
Alright, Call of the Fourth Guard is insane.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's play the game that everyone loves, but especially Michael. What are Ornn's upgraded items called?
It's not even a game of like guess. I just love seeing them. They're so cool. The names are so sick.
Sigzy, that's my favorite.
I don't know, man. You take Divine Sunder into Deicide, the term for killing a god.
Yeah, that is kind of
Raw.
Yeah, for real.
Okay. Here's what we'll do a thing. It's the ult game. What's Vagar's ult called?
It's Magic Orb.
No.
Do you
Mine's
know it?
Primordial Burst.
There you go. Alright, this one's for Will. What is Renekton ult?
You're asking the wrong
Yeah,
person.
because he definitely,
I definitely
knows
know what
it.
it's called.
I don't know.
I figured. Well, actually, I was gonna say you might have an idea because it's just like Nasus' ult, but their ults could not have more different names. Nasus' ult's like Fury of the Sands or something. Freaking Renekton's is called Dominus,
Yeah, Dominus.
which is just cool.
Oh,
It's my
I
favorite
think
bug,
Ashe's ult
guys.
is
It's
called-
my favorite spectator bug. What the hell is this thing? There it goes.
Oh, goodbye.
What?
Goodbye, Jojo.
I think Ashe's ult is called Fjordic.
Enchanted Crystal Arrow.
Oh my god, I was so off.
What was your guess?
Fjordic Ice or something.
What?
Like Freljordic, guys?
Yeah,
That'd be a cool name, but no.
Yeah, that would honestly, I feel like that would match more with what the character's all about, but I feel like Enchanted Crystal Arrow is just one of those.
I mean, it's
old
accurate.
Riot.
It sure is.
I mean, it's a very descriptive alt name.
It sure is an Enchanted Crystal Arrow.
That
You're
is
not
sure.
wrong
You
with
know,
that.
you'll be able to tell that very easily when it's flying into your face at 200 kilometers per hour.
Damn, she really got that Enchanted crystal.
Yeah, she really got the enchanted crystal arrow.
Alright, what's Cassio?
Cassio? No, you should know this one. It's an easy one.
She's Medusa.
Okay.
Minions
It
have
Alright.
has stone in the name.
No.
No.
Well, that's all my guesses.
Alright, Petrifying Gaze. What is Samira ult called? I love it. It's a Devil May Cry reference.
Look, I need to.
I know.
Actually,
Do you know it?
I actually don't.
It's a DMC reference. I love in the champion spotlight. They even have the guy explaining it catch himself. It's Inferno Trigger because it's a reference to Devil Trigger.
Oh, nice. I
Which
love Dante. Devil May Cry. Such a fun series.
Yeah, dude, that was one of my
Bot lane
favorite series.
pushing
by
up
far.
from.
Yeah. Oh my
Ooh,
god.
going
From
for
Behrend's
an
side.
early game cheese here with
They're
the
hoping to
Supreme-
get a Nagasaki.
The stun!
Oh, alright,
Big.
and that is big damage. No matter what happens here,
There's
they're
the
gonna
heal, there's the
gonna
flash,
get
there's the
heal,
ignite.
flash, get
Oh!
going in for the
A
first
free
blood
first
at
blood for
2 minutes into the
Baka.
game, and they get
uses
out.
a flash. They use
Oh,
a
Call-
wait,
call
are
up-
they gonna
Oh no!
Here,
Here comes
oh,
Miriam.
no, this is gonna be bad for
There's the
Stockton.
ghost for Call.
Oh,
Another kill
my
for Baka.
goodness, and the Yumi
Oh,
all
this
by
is-
themselves. This is gonna be a wrap
This
for
is
Behrend
a
already.
Devastating
Oh,
start
huge.
for Penn State Behrend.
Oh, at 2
Oh
minutes,
my
1K and a half
God.
lead
That
already.
is going to be a big problem
Holy
for Stockton's
hell.
bot lane
God damn.
especially.
Did we use the word?
No, we didn't actually. Come on, asshole.
We were saving that for later.
That was a perfect.
We gotta
time
be
to use it.
respectful, which means we can let it slip, but don't just scream it into the microphone.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for any listeners out there.
Below the age of 12.
As everyone knows,
Exactly.
Michael Manning does not like to curse. I definitely do not cuss. Okay. Yeah, that was
Scott's gonna have a
Whole-
word with me after this.
holy
An absolutely
hell.
spectacular
2 long
start.
swords and a dagger.
Yeah,
Coming.
that's not a big deal, right? They'll be fine, right? It's not that bad, right?
Yeah.
Man, that is so
I
rough.
think bot lane's over.
Yeah, perhaps we might want to look away from that for now.
I am actually very surprised we didn't even see a cleanse by Natsu when he first got stunned. I knew he wasn't seeing it coming, but
Yeah, I mean, I feel like at that point he was thinking that he might have been able to just walk away from it, but that slow, the stuns, it was just too much to walk away from.
Nice
So he
engaged
had
by
to fly over
Donuts.
the wall.
Nice engaged by Donuts. Nymeria's on the way.
Oh,
First
and
dash
good
out.
poke damage, forcing Ornn out of lane here, making him back off from the wave, giving Renekton a little bit
Stockton
more
does
control.
have the level lead bot lane.
Baron has an amazing lead so far.
And you know, that does make sense because while Behrend was backing, Stockton was already walking back to lane.
Right.
However, I feel like the item advantage here for Behrend is definitely going to be pulling a lot of weight
Could
in
not
this
be
lane.
bigger. I mean, hell, Tarek basically having Tear of the Goddess as soon as the lane starts is massive.
Absolutely, because the second he gets that item, it's just shields constantly and forever.
Yeah.
And you know, with that
And it
W
makes it
connection-
easier. It makes it easier for him to build towards Thimblewinter.
Absolutely.
That's such a cool item, man.
Yeah.
Norse wards.
Fimbul
are-
Winter isn't built on that.
Norse wards are so cool. We're seeing a ward on Stockton's try here.
Right, protecting themselves from that early gank to help get the bot lane of Stockton back into the game. I don't think that they're gonna let that
I
happen.
adore Fiddle's auto just being him smacking you.
Yeah.
There's
That
a
big
cage.
cage coming
There's
in.
some nice
but
damage. He's
all right.
grounded.
Oh, get-
Oh!
The Hecarim coming in here looking for a possible
flash
dive. Take
by
that
Whoopi.
flash.
Electrocute
Just for the
secures the
save.
kill. Very well done. Nice done by
Absolutely.
Donuts. Ooh, dodges the knockup
Alright,
too.
and this is what I was talking about with that
Ooh,
skill
gets hit by
matchup
the
being a
brittle.
very big implication of how this lane is going to go because, you know,
Brittle
both
does
of
some
these champions-
serious damage though.
yeah, absolutely 10% max health damage at rank 1 on the auto. The Brittle itself does 10%.
Yeah.
The W, the Flames, they do approximately 12. So 24% max health magic damage overall with that.
Rough.
Absolutely.
Also, he's unstoppable.
True. So timing that well was a big part of that matchup because if you block Renekton's W, Call the Meek, I believe, then it's going to be a big shift in damage for him.
Does Renekton get healing with attacking minions or through his
With his Q,
abilities?
it's his Q. Everything, every champion and minion that his Q hits heals him for a certain amount, And if it's enraged, then it heals for extra.
Enraged is the bar underneath his health. He doesn't have mana. He has Rage, which is built up by autoing and casting abilities that hit things. When he has 50% Rage, his next ability will consume that Rage to be enhanced.
Yeah.
Overall, Bjorn.
Nice damage. Great
Ooh,
stun.
double
It's
stun.
a laser. You cannot wind wall it.
And you know that Ash is still running down with those slowing autos and dealing a lot of damage with that as well. You know that Yumi's below half health, and while it may not matter right now,
Call
that's
us
going to
floating
Good
bot.
stun.
another
Nice
the
stun, dude.
Hecarim coming down, but I don't
Oh
know if they're going
no!
to be able to
The
steal off
exhaust
in time.
onto JC and not Baka is gonna be devastating.
Yumi
She
now
has
on
stunning.
the
Ooh,
Hecarim. Misses
managed
the
to
stun.
dodge
Alright,
the
flashing
stun.
around. This Hecarim's going to go down. Another
and
kill
then
for
there's
Ash, and
the
this
Yumi.
is a huge,
Oh my
huge shift
lord!
in momentum once again for Behrend bot lane. This is going absolutely stellar for them at the moment.
And they should be
This
able to
lead
take.
is going to be crushing in the mid game.
7-0.
They should be able to hit tower a little bit before the Samira hits. Omega has been doing a very good job of making Donuts use their abilities. Donuts' teleport is gone. And he has back.
He's
I think
in
it's
no.
twice now. But
Yeah, he's invading their jungle.
But yes, he's claiming some stuff for his own because
Whoopi also. Everyone on
They
Baron is
became
playing this
under attack.
fantastically.
Absolutely, and you know this is exactly what I was talking about. Lucas Vega is
and there's
very,
Drake for Baron.
very, very difficult to play around.
He missed
that
cannon.
cage.
He's bad. He missed cannon.
Yeah, should have altered the cannon. Alright. Donut's actually looking like he might be able to make his way down mid lane if an opportunity arises, but it looks like he's just going to start meandering back towards top to make sure that that wave doesn't crash.
Hecarim is moving up.
He gets that
Nope,
last
Will
wolf.
not see.
No, then if the tables return. I love it.
Yeah, it's
I'd show you no mercy.
I am evil. Stop laughing.
Dude, Legends of Runeterra Vhagar is amazing.
Oh,
Donuts
yeah.
is just like, yeah, man, whatever. You're winning lane. I don't care. Look at the rest of the map. Do you think we're gonna have any impact on this game, brother?
I mean, that's just top lane to begin with.
Yeah. Unless you're like, unless you can absolutely just ooh.
Whoopi gets
Big
caught.
game.
Oh no!
Dodging
He gets
the
fine
fine
gaze.
gaze.
Doesn't connect the stun. Whoopi is gonna get. Yeah,
he
he's
is
gonna get
gonna
finished
die
off
here, but
oh
however, that
no!
1-for-1 trade is still
Not
large.
Sue!
Taking a
Left!
power shot. Oh no!
That's so
Sumi jumping
unfortunate.
away and still can't make it out.
Natsu Eid through Baka directly under tower.
That is just kind of
Tries to flash out, but the tower shot's already on the way. That's so
Very
unfortunate.
unfortunate.
Oh, and Nymeria doing some fantastic
Battle of
damage.
the
And I
Junglers.
do believe that Fiddles actually does win this.
I don't know.
Oh, not if his channel gets canceled there. That was actually a very
There's
good
the
play.
flash.
And
Oh,
coming
onslaught
out
of
from-
shadows.
And,
Why'd
you
I
know,
say that like that?
Although mid lane and bot lane are closing
Bit of a
in.
convergence here.
Absolutely, and
Whoopi
that
misses the
Vhagar
cage.
cage almost
But
a
won't-
fatal mistake for Cassiopeia there.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Nice
we're getting
thing
a
of like,
little jiggy
oh my
with it, I
gosh,
see.
that damage.
Yeah, I know the grass procs, the brittle, the mag.
I
One
always-
is very powerful.
I always forget that brittle can be procced by hard CC as well.
Yeah, all forms of CC do the damage and increase.
Right. Ooh, JC gets that stun on Kala.
Right. Ooh, back
Here's the
up
thing though,
a
a
little bit.
Yumi and a Hecarim are terrifying.
Absolutely.
JC
that ult
keeping
coming
Kala
out.
occupied.
And you know that Ash is still kiting back the Samira, the
Whoopi's
Tard
on the
kiting
way.
away the Hecarim, and I don't think that they're actually going
Wow.
in the right direction
Whoopi
here.
will take the
JC gonna take down.
Following the Hecarim, and that's huge. And now they're just going to start chasing down Cassiopeia.
He
That
actually
is
just beat Hecarim
spectacular
by
by
himself.
JC
Oh my
Green
God.
Tarek, actually managing to take care of Hecarim all by himself there.
To
And
be,
you know-
he was 2-0-7 before that fight. That's insanity.
Yeah,
He had it.
absolutely.
He had even Shroud.
Oh my goodness.
No
yeah.
wonder. How much more
And you know,
damage?
that's
did
actually the first 2 mythics
Oh,
of the
it's
game
other.
from bot lane.
It's other folks' damage. That's right. So he
But
actually
that still
didn't.
does give him some armor, does give him some AP,
Yes, it does.
I believe? No, ability,
Ability
haste.
haste.
That's actually also very huge for Tarek.
I'm not too sure about
Knockout.
Baron's scaling, but I know for a fact Orin and I believe
Oh.
Hecarim do scale pretty hard. And
Well,
Yeah.
Vhagar has infinite scaling. There's the Call of the Forge God. Donuts pops the Dominus just to survive it.
It's not
Still
going to
gets
make
killed.
a difference, and in the end, you know, that max health magic damage, even if you do get some bonus health, it's still going to hit hard.
Yeah. But so Veigar scales infinitely.
Absolutely.
Fiddle scales very, very well, and Ashe scales very, very well.
Okay.
And Tarek is just a utility belt. He's always going to have some use because it's just the CC and the healing.
And having on-demand complete invulnerability.
Yeah, absolutely. Tarek is just a very good overall champion. No scaling.
Yep.
Yes, absolutely.
Donuts.
Okay, if there is another game after this, I have a
I
feeling
highly
they're going
doubt
to
it.
ban Tarek. I have a feeling.
I
that they
have
wouldn't.
the strongest feeling that that's just not going to happen. There's
Looking like
Me
there's
as
not
well,
going to be a chance for him in this game.
there's the Crow Storm.
Very, very well planned out tower dive. Fiddle taking the maximum.
Bucket's
Vodka
taking
taking
some
tower
serious
shots,
hits.
gets the kill.
And then Tarek
Wow.
taking tower next, and they all make it out perfectly okay, getting a double kill under tower. And this is
I wouldn't
a
say
very,
perfectly okay. They took
I
a
mean,
lot of
they
tower
are
shots.
all alive. To say the
You're still
least.
breathing.
Yeah.
There's an iron rod
Toughen
halfway
up
up
a
your
little bit,
chest.
would you? Come
but
on, you're fine.
both your lungs are punctured, but there's still oxygen going in and out.
You know when you're right, you're
genuinely speaking, Fiddlesticks has a lot of built-in healing. Ashe and Tarek can just heal both of them up just like that. You saw how low they all were, but if you look now, they're all at full HP.
Oh, and Nymeria is behind Dylan.
Trying to set up a
There's
tower
no
dive
there's
mid
no
lane
minion
now.
wave for the dive though.
Perhaps trying to shove in, maybe do something a little bit more creative.
Oh,
Ooh, another
Kala's
cheese
top.
looking like it's coming
Oh.
out. Oh, maybe a bit of a bait from Horn
Hoping
there.
to get the bait.
Probably a little
Donut's
too
not
obvious.
taking it.
Oh, well, now he
there
knows.
it is.
Now he knows something's up.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute, that wasn't
in
that
the bush the
before.
whole time, right?
Shelly? How long were you
doing
there?
here?
Oh, he's trying to kill Shelly before she can get the charge off. He might be able to
Not
save
gonna
the
make it.
tower.
It's not
If
going
he can
to
clear
be
this-
possible.
oh, no.
That
That
demolish is
demolish- there's-
going to be a devastating.
There's the
however,
Dominus. Omega's still
actually-
taking some nuts damage. There's the call the
And
force gun.
actually, if he can dodge this riddle, then I think he does have a good chance to actually win
Could
this
still
fight.
win this.
And
hoping
I
to
respect
back
the
off
decision
is
to
safe.
back off.
Agree to
there.
disagree. Everybody just walks
Absolutely.
away.
There's just two demigods trying to
Oh,
have a
there's
discussion.
the
Oh,
ghost.
the big,
Nice
good-
cage
oh,
again.
nice
Petrifying
cage.
Gaze does not connect.
Going unstoppable through the cage, however, this Veigar damage is still coming
Namir
through.
hoping to get
Yeah,
that
Absolutely.
that's
huge.
Veigar damage. That's a 4-1 Veigar. 5-1 now.
And you want to know what else that's called? That's called an issue for Stockton.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's see. How many stacks does your passive give you, friend? 133 already.
133.
Oh, that.
Oh,
no,
that's an
absolutely
amazing
unfortunate.
and silence.
entrance.
134.
134.
Whoopee, buddy.
And now it's even more. Click on it again. He hit a
Oh,
100
yeah,
it's,
it's like 135 now.
Yes, sir. Veigar has gained a total of 135 ability power.
And he doesn't even have his Everfrost yet.
Nope.
That's going to be huge.
He
for
doesn't
him
even
also.
have his mythic. You're absolutely right.
And that's going to start.
With Everfrost
scaling
and
even
Sword
harder.
Shoes and
And
the
a
rod.
needlessly large rod.
JC
Needlessly
Green.
large indeed. That amount of AP is already getting ridiculous.
Already building the Rabadons.
Vision
I
bomb.
love Veigar.
I feel like Rabadon's second item is just the right way to go with Veigar.
That's just like Veigar. Veigar is like damage.
Well, I mean,
Shockingly good CC and damage.
realistically, he already has more than a Rabadon's worth of AP in his passive alone, so adding that bonus 35% is just such a massive increase.
And that's the thing, yeah. Always getting like he's getting all the AP and then asterisk plus 35%.
Yeah, and it's just, it piles up so fast, to the point where a QR might just kill you.
Yeah. This is some Earth style Veigar.
nonsense.
Kala's giving it another shot.
Alright,
It's done.
straight in.
Gets
Oh!
Huge damage.
That was a Q and a W.
Here comes the
Absolutely.
horn.
Two
There's the
abilities.
exhaust.
Alright, gets
Nice
the
knock
knock-up.
up.
Alright,
Ooh.
shut down
Shut
that
down for
Veigar.
a
The
while.
max health magic damage going to take out that malicious
Forge
medieval
God.
Yordle.
Might be
Alright.
best to
Getting that
Ooh,
dash
that's another
canceled by the
miss.
brittle.
Oh, what a
huge
big
fear. A huge
big
fear. The
Crow
AoE
Storm.
damage burning up these two champions until there is nothing left but ash.
Omega managed to secure it.
Horn
Nymeria's got to be
managing-
careful.
Horn managing to pick up another kill here. He might be able to get
Here's
like the
Baka.
ash coming in, gonna start going
Yeah, here's
down
that
with the
slow.
slows, and I don't think that there's going to be
Nice
much room to
dash.
escape here.
No, that's
He's going
gonna
to be able to run him down, cracking
extra
slayer true
gold.
damage. It's just not going to be enough to make it out.
I think the shutdown money to Ornn especially might be is probably better than.
Honestly, though, I feel like Ornn really wants the rest of his team to have. Ooh, there's that
Alright,
stopwatch.
Tari coming in, perhaps saving his jungler here. Gonna be able to make a
Onslaught of
difference in this
Shadows.
fight. Ash coming in as well, using
Cosmic Radiance.
Cosmic Radiance, absolutely.
Baka's on the way, so
And
is
you know,
Whoopi.
yeah, and here's that just another.
JC's just fighting him again.
Yeah, another example of
Leave me alone!
killing for your ADCs. That
JC.
cage comes down, and this is what I was talking about. Even if you don't walk into it, it's still a crippling.
There's the
movement.
final chapter.
And that
Primordial
R
burst.
from Veigar still just absolutely chunking.
Ooh,
That's
two
Samira
nice
picking up
kills.
a big shutdown off of Veigar. Ash picking up a kill under tower.
JC's just fighting members.
Alright.
Oh, that's
And
another
I
whip.
think that I honestly
Here comes Donuts.
yeah, I don't think there's any way that Samira makes it out of this one alive.
Nope.
During the fight
Let's
with
see if they can-
Hecarim
Oh,
and
the
JC, JC flashed for it, just missed that.
Yeah, that was
dash.
bold.
Oh,
All right,
stun.
going in for the orange.
Here's the thing.
Buffered the dash there, so he's gonna be okay.
If that Ash W hit when he was first running away, I think they killed him.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
Donuts? Okay, you did see it.
Did end up noticing that control ward. A little bit of vision less for Stockton there. Hopefully, though, they're going to be able to see a way out of this. It's not looking too
Hey,
right.
Donut's definitely going to be a bit more of a player here. He has his Blade of the Ruined King, so he's
Absolutely,
always going
and
to be
this
doing
is
damage.
the part of that lane where you get to start playing the game again. Because Ornn is a bit of a lane bully, gets too tanky to really deal with that damage in time.
And that does insane levels of damage.
Absolutely, and now that Blade of the Ruined King is in his inventory, he's going to be able to take a little bit more of a fighting stance against this Ornn, possibly get back some of the gold that he might have taken away.
Still with gold, Behrend is on a, I believe, a 5k gold lead.
Yeah,
Yes.
very large gold lead.
5.5k.
No, even with having 14 kills added, it is
Relatively close, yes, but
Yeah.
I feel like a 5,000 gold lead is
That
definitely
is
nothing.
more enough.
That
to
is a
change.
Nothing to
mythic
sneeze
and
at.
change.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, nothing to sneeze at for sure.
absolutely.
it sounds like less than it is.
Donut's hoping
Yeah,
to
that's exactly
take
what I was
power.
thinking. Is it doesn't sound like a lot on paper, but when you
Ooh.
really
Oh,
the
Enchanted
enchanted
Mist.
crystal air
And-
coming out, and just the
Nice
W's
petrifying
from Veigar.
gaze.
Oh, and a really good call of the Forge God, getting a 3-man knockup. However,
But
I don't think it's going to be
stunned.
able to change much. Getting the cage down, getting the
Oh,
target.
there's the Onslaught of Shadows. Nice flash
Ooh.
by Baka. He's got to
Alright,
get out of
going
there.
in,
There's Cosmic
Cosmic
Radiance.
Radiance, saving that Ash from the Hecarim, and they're just going to be able to run it down on these people now. The Yumi getting chunked, making it
Final
out on the
chapter by Yumi lets her get out, but with 3 members of Stockton down, that's a dragon and maybe even a Rift Herald for Behrend if they're fast enough. But no,
Absolutely.
they're
I
gonna
think
they're gonna
that's
let
it. All
Nymeria
of
go for
them
the
are
dragon.
out.
They're just gonna show.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Why are you doing like the
Fiddlesticks-
Jeb?
This is my favorite chapter.
Yeah, the Fiddlesticks
Anyway.
actually can just solve objectives. It is a little bit slower than having some help, but
Boosh,
he can
boosh.
do it with his constant healing. And I think that this is time well spent for Behrend, getting a little bit of a push while people are down, and they're not going to be able to go contest that dragon unless they want to lose him in here.
Okay, and how much damage is Primordial Burst doing? 1,000.
A bit much, I'll say.
A little bit.
And how's this
1,000 damage at 12 HP.
I'm guessing about 235 at this point.
201.
201, okay, I'm a little off.
Yeah, when he buys the funny hat, I think. Oh, we are going to see an attempt to burn down Rift Herald. They have 40 seconds to do so, but they're absolutely going to close
And
it.
I think that it's going to be okay. Oh, what's happening? Oh, looks like Fiddlesticks has actually gotten contested there, but he
He
managed
managed to
steal
snag it
make
and get out.
Wow, that's an impressive play coming from Nymeria's
And
Fiddlesticks.
Yeah.
Enchanted crystal arrow sealing the deal.
Oh!
Taking it away from the Yumi. Does
No
oh
way!
My
They
goodness,
completely
the
lost
escape
track of
artist.
him.
Oh, the Yumi sees him here, but I think it's too little too late. He makes it out! That's amazing! Spectacular!
No
I'm surprised
way!
the Yumi didn't
Yeah, I
just
feel
go
like
and
the
just
Yumi
tag
could've-
you and then run into the
Yeah.
Could have been the play there, but I feel like that's maybe just a little bit fearful of the, primordial god of evil.
Fair. The essence of terror.
Absolutely.
I thought he was just a funny scarecrow.
Just
He's
a
just
har-
a scarecrow.
He is,
Sometimes
he is,
he
according to his passive, a harmless character.
Sometimes he has like a funny party hat.
Yeah, just don't worry about
I mean,
it.
it is birthday party if it all.
Oh, I funny story. He's actually my favorite champion in League lore-wise, but that's actually my favorite skin because of the control one. The dance.
Catapult.
Oh, yeah.
Donuts.
Wow!
Absolutely
Almost
choking.
1v1ing
And
the
you know, you
jungler.
can actually see the difference here is because when he's laning against Ornn, it feels like he's not doing a lot of damage, but
Oh,
against
Chapter
everyone else,
flashes
he's
down.
chunking them.
Nice
Absolutely.
flash.
Beautiful
taking
flash,
minion
dodging the
aggro.
Nico wall, getting past the Cassiopeia's miasma,
He has the rift. He has the Eye of the Herald.
possibly trying to drop it bot.
Alright, JC, I don't think you can 1v1 Ornn, brother.
Yeah, Ornn is a bit of a different beast in terms
I
of
mean,
1v1.
okay, no, he's not doing it.
Alright.
And Cullen and Nuts are on the way.
Maybe
JC.
being caught
Oh, nice
what a
flash!
flash!
Meanwhile, Behrend is taking Behrend.
Yes, okay, that is very,
Oh my gosh,
very good.
Stockton's like where they need to focus is so split here. Donuts popping the rift out bot and solo killing Dylan.
And he's going to be able to go all the way to inhib in bot lane while
Nice.
Stockton is trying to stop the Baron.
Primordial
They're all
burst finishes
on the
Nuts
run
off.
now. Flashy misses it a little bit, does a little Tito taunt, good job. But, I feel like at this point,
This
the pressure is just too overwhelming.
12k gold,
The lead
3
is
dragons,
too
4
big.
turrets.
I just feel like this game was over by minute 2. There was just
I'm-
too much pressure.
With that fantastic bush cheese
Yeah.
by
Too
by
much
JC.
advantage and just too many
Ooh,
ways
nice
to
stun.
apply that advantage.
Good use on the dash though. Oh, the slow from Ash.
And
forced
that
the flash.
absolute cracking stun. Oh no, the iPhone hitting the ground and shattering into a billion pieces.
Nah. Oh wow. Shutdown goes to Omega. Went for a bit of a tower dive there.
Alright.
Oh,
Chapter root.
It's the Cosmic Radiance
coming
keeping
down.
Nymeria
Nymeria
alive.
Trying to get a little bit of
He's
heal
healing
off
so
Lobby.
much. Oh, Natsu
And
goes
then
for an
they just get another
engage.
catch out on that. That Vagar damage is never going to go away. It's always going to be ridiculous.
He doesn't even have his funny hat.
Yeah, that's right. He doesn't even have Rabadons yet. Just look at that
He-
turret damage with the autos off Vagar.
He hasn't even put on his.
Just-
Oh
Oh,
no.
the cage that Ornn getting a little caught out. Not going to take
Rooted.
much damage, but
He is a Ornn.
that
The amount
is
of
going
CC.
to be a bit of a change of pressure here. Actually, Baron's getting some tower
Oh,
shots.
the
All
Forge
the Forge
God.
God coming out.
Hits the Vagar, hoping it
No,
does.
it's Tark.
Ooh, that
Nymeria.
Tarek
Sorry.
actually got saved by the fear there from Fiddle. The auto getting canceled, Brittle not being procced.
He's
and the
still
shit-
alive!
Oh, all right, Cassiopeia gonna be able to clean that up, but I feel like
Oh.
Baron probably has to back off here.
Whoopie. Oh my gosh,
Oh
that
my
damn.
goodness.
Wait, I don't
that
know.
damage is actually insane. Vader running low on mana, but if he has enough for a few more Qs, then I think that's going to be wraps. It
Now
looks
we're
like they
seeing it
decided to
back.
back off here, but I think
We're-
that this
we're-
is going to be the end of the game.
We're getting the funny hat, ladies and gentlemen.
You can't end the game without the Rabadon's death.
197 extra AP.
It's actually kind of funny. I almost think it would be cool if Riot would change the Vagar's skin to be wearing Rabadons, since it's already
That'd be
so
cute.
similar.
That would be cute.
I would actually, that'd be similar to Risk of Rain 2
Oh,
items,
yeah,
where it's like,
Yeah, the items
see
you
the
acquire are on.
No, you mean like if they ever redesigned Vagar, have his hat be Rabadon's death
Yes,
cap?
absolutely. That would
That'd
be
be cute.
awesome.
Yeah, I love Legend of Runeterra Vagar is so good. His voice actor kills it, and the amazing payoff to all the short jokes being him building and hopping inside of a giant robot suit built by minions. Also, they canonized the minions by saying that Vagar makes them. They
Oh,
are his
really?
minions.
Oh, that is so awesome, and that explains their little, their aesthetic, kind of
He's-
looking like him.
He sells them to the enemy because he,
Oh no, they just work for him.
They all work for Vagar. He's slaughtering his
All of
employees
his,
right now.
all of his card descriptions.
Oh, you know what? Maybe that's why he gains ability power from killing minions. It's like he's regaining their
Yeah.
essence.
All the descriptions of his.
Alright, the entirety of Behrend, including all 3 Fiddlesticks, is taking the dragon here.
That's a Cloud Soul for Baron. There's some amazing on Dominus on frickin' Renekton. That's amazing on Crowstorm. Hell, even stuff like Cosmic Insight.
Yeah,
Cosmic Radiance, sorry.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice dodge on the Enchanted Crystal
the
Arrow.
melting AoE damage off of those 2, plus the burstiness, and just the stream of constant slows and true damage from Ash here. All the stuns and shields. It's just
There's
too
the
much
Cosmic
pressure.
Radiance.
Cosmic
Yeah, Baron's
Radiance
just
coming
gonna
down.
auto the Nexus with
And
that
they're just going
invulnerability.
in for it. Petrifying Gaze stopping them for a brief moment, but I don't think it's going to be enough to end this
I
from
love they
winning
popped
the game.
Cosmic Radiance and just right-click Nexus.
Yeah, that's going to be wrapped.
No
on Stockton.
GG's even. Silence as the game closes out.
Stockton in
I
a
don't
foul
blame them.
mood
Yeah.
here as they have just lost
I
their
would
second
be
and final game.
so pissed.
Yeah, especially with the way that game started and ended, it was just constantly Behrend exercising and abusing a lead.
Either way, the Samira and Yumi pick,
They never had a chance.
Yeah,
we
they
never
never
really-
even had a chance.
We never even got to see how that matchup would have gone. What?
Oh no, it's fine.
We're good.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
good.
no, that's up.
That was actually just Nymeria.
Best of
Top
3,
and
fantastic
bragging.
2-0 by
Nice.
Behrend. Thank you so much to Stockton for joining us tonight. Thank you everyone who decided to tune in tonight here at the Penn State Behrend Sports Channel. Sorry for the late start, but all worked out. I've
All's
been your
well
host,
that
Michael
ends well.
Manning. This has been the Penn State Behrend Sports Channel. I've been joined by
Will.
and
Reese.
I look forward to joining them and you guys here on Monday for some Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Adios,
So,
amigos.
Be safe, be good to each other, and everyone out there have a fantastic night.